Well, all right. So, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Van, and back out of a tip of the cap. So, this one we got from I say 3 years ago, um, or maybe 2 years, depending on because it all kind of blends together that era at least. But this one right here is a Wu-Tang fitted that was done up as a custom by HatClub. I got this hat from the HatClub store up in Seattle area, so South Center Shopping Mall, Westfield and Tukwila. Unfortunately, that store has since closed down, and that closed down before the pandemic, anyways. But it was kind of a bummer. But it was a smaller store. But I remember when I go in the store, it was always a good positive interaction with the employees, and they seemed cool and they were aware. And I remember at one point as a summer gig, like I was trying to apply, but it didn't happen. But it is what it is. I still have my Hat Club membership, although I don't know how that OG program's working out, but I get points. But anyways, yeah, I got this hat. It's funny though, cause right when Wu-Tang was just coming out, I wasn't really with it. Like I caught on years later, but I remember at the time, like in middle school, like this kid on my football team, he was kind of making fun of me, in a sense, because I would say like we were talking about rap music, and I would say like I listened to like Snoop and Dre and all that, and West Coast, all that, and he's like, man, that's, and he was kind of like clowning on me a bit. But looking back at it, like I get, but like because it was like too mainstream, but like he was definitely putting me on Wu-Tang because like it was more gritty and raw and all that. And then yeah, I didn't know much about Wu-Tang at that point, and it's like 97 when I got put on. And then like obviously years later, like I was more aware and more informed, and I definitely listened to more of their music. But as a collective, it wasn't really my thing, but like I did like some of the individual ones. Like Ghostface actually was probably my favorite Wu-Tang member, just because in the early 2000s he had this like kind of like tonology series that kind of it wasn't spoken word, but it's more like if you think of it like a podcast today, that's kind of how it was, but it was in CD form, and then it kind of parlay into like this like segment on MTV2, for like Sucker Free Sundays. So it was just like all this rap hip hop stuff that would be on Sundays all day, and then this kind of these little segments about like how to be like a live in the hood and how to survive in the streets and all that. It was kind of amusing for me, but I like Ghostface's music because it's more up my alley as far as the soul samples go. But like a lot of them guys were cool, like ODB, Meth, and like the RZA too, especially more of his not so much lyrically, but like a lot of his instrumentation, like his beats that he made throughout the years too. So I messed with Wu-Tang, but to say I was like a big fan, I'd be lying to myself. But like I'm cool with Wu-Tang. Like Wu-Tang ain't nothing to mess with, man. So this hat, yeah. So the hat itself, though, it's a dove in black with the yellow Wu-Tang emblem, and then this says Wu-Tang. I'm surprised it doesn't say Wu-Tang Clan, but it's a Hat Club custom, so maybe it was copyright issues and all that. But yep, dove in black. I did remember I pretty much got a few other Wu-Tang hats for a few guys that that wanted this hat, so I got it for them, shipped it out, tried to do them a solid. Obviously, I wasn't trying to make any more money than other than like cover for shipping, so I just paid for the hat with shipping, and I just hit the guys up, and they just pay me back through like Venmo or whatever. So yeah, if anything, I probably lost a few cents here and there for shipping costs, but I wasn't really tripping about it, so I just got it for them on cost, essentially. So, yeah, I was trying to do guys a solid that, like, were trying to look for the hat, that wanted the hat, so, it was kind of a cool thing, too, as far as, like, being more involved and interacting with different people in the hat community, fitted hat community in particular. Haven't really found too many people in. Well, actually, I'm not really in other hat groups, though I probably should, because while I prefer fitted hats, preferably as far as like the main hat, like I do like to wear different styles of hats, different kinds of hats, and just kind of be more informed and be more exposed to stuff like this. So if there's opportunity for to get a hat that I like, that's kind of up my alley, then I'll try to see if I can get. But obviously the cost is a big factor too, so can't be like ridiculous prices. But yeah. So that's all I gotta say about that. This is another one of those like hip hop hats, and I try to be it's cool too to celebrate Black culture for me, because without it it'd be kind of boring for me. I'd be kind of a boring night, because I would have no flavor, I would have no style or passion or excitement about life in a sense, because that's why I like. For me in particular, like hip hop is something I embrace and like try to do a lot of independent research as far as like trying to just be more aware of like how things were like in that era and how it's grown over the years, and try to just diversify my taste palette and sound, and try to just be more aware of stuff like this, so like I don't miss out on like never knowing who Wu-Tang is, because I feel like even if you don't really listen to their music or whatnot, you should at least be aware of like what they represent. So it's raw, gritty kids from Staten Island that came on so in the scene. But yeah, this is a tip of the cap. So that's all I gotta say about that. Didn't mean to go off tangent, but it seems what usually happens when I make these videos, because with these videos, man, I just try to talk about the hat real quick, and then it ends up being a whole story. But the hat is wool. I believe it's made in China, if I'm not mistaken. So, yep, made in China. Cool. So, Shaolin, represent. We'll be back in another one real soon, so we'll smell you later, and till the next one, we'll keep it moving and move on to the next. So, holla at your boy. We out. Peace.